the oral exam, my cultural life. So, over here a little bit. A lot of people had a little trouble with parts of it. One thing that's hard for you guys is when I'm not asking you questions. When I'm not asking you questions, but you need to memorize some text or some things to say. Most people are not preparing very well. I really want you to start preparing for oral exams, so you write something. You write something so you can have something ready to practice and memorize or whatever, so that when you come for your oral exam and it's supposed to be you speaking, not me asking questions, but you speaking. You can speak like monologue. You can speak for several minutes about a topic, okay? So for example, Shakespeare is the next one coming, and another example is my cultural life that you guys did today. So for example, my cultural life. So I could start out and say something like this. I enjoy music and movies, and I like traveling, so I like to see buildings, so I like architecture, but I don't know much about architecture, but I really enjoy looking at beautiful buildings and natural areas like national parks and things like this. Culture, Czech culture. So I've been to some music festivals in Ostrava, for example, and in Karnov, and so I listened to some Czech folk music, like what's the name? I forgot. Czechomor band, which is some Czech folk music, and Lenka Filipova, some old music I like, and I really like music. I have a lot of songs and playlists from Apple Music on my phone, and I listen to podcasts as well. So I like stories about people's lives, and I've been to some UNESCO sites, like in Olomouc. There's on the Horní náměstí, there is the Holy Trinity column, so I think it looks really cool, the Baroque details of the saints. And but I listen to music in the evenings if I get time, on the weekend more than anything. While I'm cooking, I put my earbuds in while I'm cooking. I watch like Star Trek and old series, and crime series, and sci-fi things. I really like sci-fi. So my favorite series right now is some old Star Trek, The New Generation. This is kind of a start for how you could talk about your cultural life. I don't enjoy theater. I do sometimes, but rarely do I enjoy theater. Some Shakespeare plays I've been to, maybe a few others. But live concerts I really like, so I've been to several. I don't like art very much, although I've been to several museums, Smithsonian and such. This is just another example. So when you do your Shakespeare exam, talk about his life, his nickname, what did he do? He was a poet and a playwright, okay, and an actor. He was three things. He's from Stratford-on-Avon in England. It's a town, a village on the River Avon. He was very talented, and he wrote many plays and sonnets that he's famous for. He wrote three kinds of plays: tragedies, histories, and comedies. He's most famous for his tragedies, like Othello and Hamlet and Macbeth. So, for example, Othello is a story about a guy who is sort of tricked into being really jealous of his girlfriend. And so this ends up in some tragic situation. Yeah, so there's a bad guy who is jealous of him, so the bad guy makes him jealous of another man, makes him think his woman is cheating. And so these are timeless topics. So many people copy Shakespeare's plays even today and his themes. He's probably one of the most talented, best writers of the English language. He worked in the Globe Theatre for a while in London. You can see a replica of the Globe Theatre because the original burnt down, right? He was called the Bard of Avon. He married Anne Hathaway, had 3 children, 2 twins and a girl.